So before Mortal Kombucha, I worked as a creative director in advertising, and we were working on a packaging assignment. There's a lot of rules that goes into packaging, like how big type can be in relation to other type on it. It's all FDA rules and beyond. So we're on our 7th round of me trying to name, let's just say it was a mint chocolate chip ice cream. And me and my partner that I was working with, we went across the street to a coffee shop. And I think I had been a little cracked out on coffee, so I grabbed a kombucha. And this is we're seriously getting these documents back that have just red circles all over it, why this copy line is legally could get them sued, because we're making a claim. And it would just say this product is good, and it would be legally no. So I'm holding this kombucha bottle, and I'm looking at the back of the nutrition facts and the ingredients, and in the ingredients it said love. And I was like, how can this drink say that it has love in it, and I can't say eat this mint chocolate chip ice cream because it'll make you feel good? And on the spot, at the register, I started making Mortal Kombucha puns. Then we got back to the desk, and my partner was art directing, mocking up new packaging. And I kind of just at that point, because I was the copywriter, so I just kind of sit there, and I wouldn't let this Mortal Kombucha thing drop. And I was like, oh my God, Lee, this is so funny. I'm going to make an aggressive kombucha. It's going to be the rock star energy drink of kombucha. And so on the spot, I was like, oh, is the Instagram name? Oh my God, Lee, how has nobody done this before? And she was just shut up. I'm trying to, work. And so I got the Instagram name, bought the website, mocked up a bottle, made a logo, put this whole website together, named flavors. And I got home that night, I was talking to my husband. He was coming up with stupid flavor names. So he came up with Nay Pomegranate, which was pomegranate and cayenne. And we put it up, turned the e-commerce store on, and then began talking about it on Facebook like it was a real thing. And then people started buying it. But I didn't know how to make kombucha. So, yeah. And so then we figured it out. So we went to the homebrew supply store in Boulder, and I think I walked in, and I was just like, how do you make kombucha? And they were like, why? And I was like, oh, because I have a company, but I really just had a website that happened to have an e-commerce store, because that's easy to do, Squarespace. And they loaded us up with a glass jar, some instructions, told us a book to get at Barnes & Noble. So we did all that, went home, we made our first SCOBY, out of actually a high country original flavor kombucha. And I told the online orders that they'd have their kombucha in 2 weeks. And it actually, most of our problems were exploding bottles, because we didn't know how to carbonate it right. But it tasted pretty good from the start, which was shocking because I'm not a big cooker, so. A friend of mine who started an ad agency said to me at one point, do you have employees yet? And I was like, no. He's like, that's when you're gonna really, that's when you know you have a business, because all of a sudden it's not about you paying your bills, it's about you making sure other people can. And so I'm finally at the point where I totally feel that. But now I'm actually requiring anyone that works with me, in the kitchen and stuff, and that's just doing production, I make them work some events. Because there's this awesome feedback that is actually serving your product to somebody and having them respond positively makes, when you're blasting your face with blue liquid, or you're mopping for the 19th time, or you're sweeping up glass, it makes it all worth it, because you really see, oh, people are actually liking this. And yeah, so I've made it kind of mandatory that if they're gonna work production, we have to work it out at a farmer's market or an event or something. I worked in restaurants all growing up, but I was the front of the house. So I never really was behind the scenes besides like getting my free meal. So actually working in a commercial kitchen or like trying to make a food product and being someone who prides themselves on being a great multitasker, that was part of the fun of Mortal Kombucha. Has been usually when you're working on a brand, you're trying to make something great and cool or culturally relevant or whatever, using somebody else's guidelines for what they're trying to say. And it's been cool to tinker and create something that's exactly my tone of voice and exactly what I want to say. It's nice to write all the little copy on the packaging and not have anyone say it can't be that long or whatever, because it's me and I get to write it. So it's been fun to create something from start to finish. The bottles are like, to me, they're like little mini billboards, and that's all you have to like sell. Because advertising, often you're just creating like not tangible products. You're coming up with ideas that would be cool, and then you kind of push them and somebody else controls the rest of it. But this is fun because I get to be like, I had this idea and I made it, and now you can buy it and you can drink it. And it's kind of like owning the whole process.